Hello, my name is Ayel Sate and my team. Tonight we will give the most important news in your favorite channel, news of the group 12. Okay, the news of this night is the new migrant caravan begins march in south of Mexico. Since before the pandemic, many Latin Americans have migrated from their countries to find a better place to live, many of them heading to United States. Many of these people live in the country due to lack of work, crime, or issues. Along the way, very dangerous thing happens which makes the trips dangerous for children or other people. And many of the people get hurt during the trip. We will give you your information in this is many more news from this group of the people looking for a better life. Good. The next we will be preparing Santiago, who will take to just a little bit about the health. Thank you.
Thank you, Saeed. In another news, a lot of us are familiar with the advice that we should brush our teeth twice a day and for at least 2 minutes each time. Many of us overestimate how long we brush our teeth by as much as a whole minute in some cases, and yet there's some evidence that even 2 minutes of teeth brushing may not be enough. According to research, to remove as much plaque as possible, more is better, with the best results at the 3 to 4 minutes. Does it mean we should double our brushing time? Dentists began recommending should brush our teeth for 2 minutes in the year. Está muy difícil. In another news, a lot of us are familiar with the advice that we should brush our teeth at twice a day and for at least 2 minutes each time. Many of us are overestimate how long we brush our teeth for by as much as a whole minute in some cases. And yet there's some evidence that even 2 minutes of teeth brushing may not be enough. According to the research, to remove as much plaque as possible, more is better, with the best results at 3 to 4 minutes. Does that mean we should double our brushing time? Dentists began recommending we should brush our teeth for 2 minutes in the 1970s and later on to use toothbrush with soft bristles. However, today's consensus is mostly based on studies published since the 1990s, which look at brushing times, techniques, and toothbrush type. Let's go with you to the studio, Emilio. Thank you.
Thank you, Emerson. Well, my name is Emilio, and I'm going to talking about the natural disasters. So, thank you for God. There have no been any disasters currently, but the most recent was the fire in Bolivia in 2020, which destroyed more than 3 million of hectares. The disasters go track to warning of the atmosphere, so let's not pollute more, so we will avoid these fires and save the planet and many animals from these disasters. And so let's care the planet. Let's go with my friend Pablo Quiroga.
This is the best ways to have a good relationship. For first is to be compromised or sure with the relationship. This entails that you will don't have mistakes because with this allows to achieve goals between both. Um, for another point is to understand the position of the other person, and you need to perceive that the other person see the problems different than you. Um, To another point is to balancing the autonomy and attachment. Don't spend too much time with the other person because this gets boring, and uh, don't be too distant because this cause that the interest lost.
Thank you for listening to the news with Jazz and see you to the next semester. Goodbye.